LIIFT and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
first of all, thank you for everyone on the East Coast staying up late past your bedtimes. I know it's wait, it's only like 8:30. That's not bedtime. Like 9:30 is bedtime.
It's like the kids' bedtime.
Oh, all right. Well, give them some sugar; they'll be fine. So yeah, like and Cam, it's a wonderful intro. We have no intro. I was trying to do the math when you were talking. I was thinking like I think it was like 2000 and either I think it was 2013. I want to say around that. So you start figuring that out. You're like, eesh. But I think we're getting better with age, like a wine. So that's good. That's good. It's the tan. But so in working through this everything, here's the easiest way to do this. Talk about LIIFT. So with everything that you said, yeah, I actually started at the gym level in the fitness industry when I was 19. It was the front desk of a gym in West Texas, and then just slowly worked my way up over the years. And yeah, have done every single position in the gym, sold memberships, trained clients, and was managed gyms in Washington. And then when I came back down to LA, I was Group X director for, at that point I came down with 9 gyms. I helped them open 4 or 5 more. And I was the marketing director for that company. So like I've done every position, and I feel like I've pretty much done every single thing in the fitness world now. I've also worked for the Department of Health in Washington State. I've seen the federal side of it. And then I was a personal trainer. I've seen the training side, and then in Beachbody, obviously I've done the home side. So it's, really gone through this whole world of health and fitness. And yet all the excuses, the problems, the barriers are still there. And it's the same problems, excuses, and barriers of staying fit, starting a fitness program, finding something, not getting off this proverbial. You guys, for those of you who know me, I hate the whole proverbial fitness wagon. I absolutely despise that, because to me it's stupid to keep getting back on something that you keep falling off. So like, let's just find a fitness path that works for you, and that's really what people are still having these issues with. We're still not hitting 80% of the population. So when given this opportunity to create a program, that was everything that I looked at first, is saying, okay, what are all the issues that we know are out there and continue to be out there? Like seriously, like going on 15 plus years yet now, and I still hear the same excuses. Like the excuses haven't changed at all. It's still time, money, effort, don't like it, don't want to do it. I mean, like whatever it is, you can think of all those barriers that you talk to your clients about every single day. So when I was designing LIIFT, that was the top level thought process in everything. So when it came to the time aspect of it, 4 days a week, 30 to 40 minutes a day, bam, there goes those excuses. And just in terms of everything else, like what I wanted LIIFT to be, and its outcome, is to do away with every possible barrier. And so far, so good. I'm sure a new one will come at me with this, but I'm pretty sure that I can hit you with how LIIFT will work into everything. And the reason for that is, and this is really what makes LIIFT different before I get into the program itself, but people want results, but they also want wine, and they also want pizza, and they want a realistic answer to something that's realistic, which is their life. And it has to be sustainable. It can't be something that is only going to last for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or 80 days, whatever the days are. That it has to be sustainable. And look, we've created amazing programs at Beachbody and everywhere in the world. There's so many amazing things, and Core to Force is part of it. But even Core to Force, it's not sustainable. Like, you're doing something every single day for that program. It's a shredding program. It's basically saying, look, if you want to get shredded in 30 days, this is what you have to do. It's not a mystery anymore about what you need to do in terms of getting a little more fit and losing weight. You eat right, you cut the crap, and then you start working out. You're going to lose weight. You're going to be a little bit more fit. But if you want specific results, then we're going to go after these specific programs. But with that said, we clearly are still missing 80% of the population we're missing them. We're not giving them something. So that was why I was really wanting to go with this and say, okay, look, people want to lose weight. They want fat loss. They want to feel better, but they want to have a little fun in the process. So LIIFT is not a program where it's all or nothing. It is saying, these are the things you're going to do. You get a little something whenever you feel like it, and you keep going, and you're going to lose weight, and you're going to feel better. In the nutrition plan, we'll talk more about that in a second. The nutrition plan, very, very simple, back to basics. And that is exactly how this entire program is designed, is, again, with barriers to fitness. I went back to simple design, success in simplicity with this program. Everything about it is simple. And I know there's a lot of questions out there, which is why I'm on this call and doing so many calls that you can't even look at my calendar right now because I'm on so many of them, because I want to explain all this, because one Instagram post, one Facebook post is not going to explain everything. I know you guys have a lot of questions, so we'll definitely have time for questions at the end too. So I'm going to speed through this. So that's why LIIFT 4 is different than anything else, because it is actually a realistic answer and sustainable program forever, for as long as you want. Because when it comes to the actual workouts themselves, which, hey, Joel, great segue, cool. In terms of the actual program, is exactly that. And for anybody that did Lift and Hit on my trainer exclusive, that's what this is based around. That was Lift and Hit was a test. Even back then, I mean, we're talking about a little over a year ago. It came out, I think, in March or April of last year. I was working on this a long time ago, because this is how I used to train my clients. This is how I worked out personally. I continue to work out personally, and so
I got that workout memorized.
Yeah, it's not that hard, right? So it's very, very easy, but it's effective, right? Yeah. And that's the thing too. It's not just the fact that it's short. It's effective. Like, that's only 18 minutes, and you get smoked in 18 minutes if you really push yourself. So again, that was just a test. And then it was saying, okay, when we saw the feedback, and the feedback was great from people that did it, and the timing, it's always timing, obviously, with everything, with Beachbody and teams and everything. And so this is the perfect time for this. And so when I started writing out this program based on that concept, and really said, okay, now I had to explode it out a little bit more and make it more of an all-encompassing program. We came to 8 weeks as the deciding end date. But again, it's a program. You have to have a start and finish date to the program. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're done at 8 weeks. Like, that's the beauty of weightlifting. You just continue to keep going, and you don't have to change any of the programming itself, which I'll tell you about in a second. But so when I was writing this, it was just saying, okay, we're gonna let's look at basic exercise science, which says if we're going to do weights and cardio, then we're going to lift first, because that's when you have the most glycogen in your muscles. So I'm going to exhaust the glycogen in your muscles first. That's why we lift, and then we hit second. And that's how you will always do it in Lift 4, is you will always lift first, hit second. Do you really need to know that? No, but some people like to plan it out a little bit. And then in terms of simplistic, classic weightlifting, again, I went back to basics. In some of the meetings that we had, they would ask me, like, what equipment do you want? I said, dumbbells. And they go, cool, what other equipment do you want? I'm like, just dumbbells. No bench, no ball, no bands, no loops, no nothing else. Just saying, let's go back again to classic weightlifting 101 with dumbbells. This is going back to Lou Ferrigno, Arnold Schwarzenegger days. Like, these guys were amazing in building muscle. And move the anabolic steroids out of the picture for a second, they still knew exercise science, and they knew how to do it. It was basic weightlifting and conditioning, and that's what I went off of. So 3 sets of 10, hypertrophy training, that's what we do this entire program. You'll never do any more than 10 or any less than 10 when it comes to the actual sets of the workout. There's a couple little surprises here and there, but for the most part, that's exactly it. So in doing that, that's going off of what people want. People want to get stronger, they want to grow muscle, but they don't necessarily need to know all the other ways to do it. Again, we're not all trying to be fitness competitors. We're just trying to look better with our clothes on and look better when we take them off, right? That's my gauge. I don't know how you guys do it, but I want my wife to go, woo, hi, when you take them off. Like, that's pretty much the goal here. So that's, again, simplicity here, and it's just basic stuff, but it works. And the way I put it together, it works so well. Really had a lot of fun putting it together. And then, in the age of digital, this was what I was really excited about, was the fact that we weren't, with Quarter Force, it was on DVDs. And so we had to stay with a certain amount of discs or workouts and times, because you're limited to disc space. So, like 14 workouts, they had to be this long and blah, blah, blah. With this one, I was able to do whatever I want. So I was able to write 32 original workouts for this program. And so the program, every single time, now there are some similarities that we will work on. So, like, obviously, like on chest day, let me take you through a week. Here you go. So just on chest and tris, back and bis, shoulders, and then legs.
That's super old school lifting.
Right? Old school, dude. Like, I mean, really back to Arnold days here. in doing these exercise and doing it this way, so on chest and triceps day, you will always do a chest press. You're always going to do a tricep press. It's like those exercises will stay, but that's where the familiarity throughout the weeks will end. And then I'm going to change the sequencing on you. I'm going to change the structure on you, and a couple other little. Again, I'm not going to give it all away. A couple little things here and there. So you will fully, within the first week, after the first week, you will fully understand all the structure, all the sequencing, how it goes, and then you're able to just jump into it. And this is something, again, taking from the weightlifting days, what you would normally do in an hour to an hour and a half into 30 and 40 minutes. So I squished it all in here. So the pacing of this is ridiculous, and it's going to keep you going. So that keeps your heart rate elevated, keeps you in, just in an optimal mode for fat burning, which everyone loves to hear, even though there's not necessarily a fat burning zone. It just keeps your heart rate elevated and keeps the muscles working more, which burns more calories. So again, that's very, very detailed of this whole thing, besides just saying, trust me, it works. But you got to get a little bit of information on it. So 32 original workouts that will change every single day that you do it. I promise you they are original, so you're never going to get bored. It's new bad jokes every single workout. We filmed them 100% live. We never cut, which was that'll be interesting. You'll hear some interesting things. Like sometimes words get hard after you've been talking for a while. So I said some interesting things, and we didn't cut. We just kept going.
Are they going to drop them day by day, like the last launch of 80 Day Obsession, or is he going to drop? Are we dropping them all at once?
You're not going to get them all at once. I think we're going to drop them by weeks.
Cool.
Because I think how it's going to. I think unless it's changed, things keep changing on me, but I'm pretty sure we're going to drop them a week at a time. And then it's with 4 days. And so there's been a lot of people saying, well, and I understand what you're coming out of, and, a 6-day-a-week program and a lot longer time of workouts. And again, that's a different program. So, and we're not talking any bad about programs. So people are saying like only 4 days. I can't work out only 4 days. What do I do on those other days? Well, one, you haven't done a LIIFT workout yet. So you might want to just wait and try it first, like a full 30 to 40 minute workout, and then decide what you're going to do on your off days. Because chances are, and this is what we've discovered from the test groups, there's a lot of yoga happening right now on those off days, because they are sore like crazy, because we're pushing heavy weights on this, which is amazing. And the weights increase has been phenomenal.
You're kind of talking to like your people, my people, our people, Ellen's people are the same. You're talking to fitness instructors, a lot of them. So people can go to class. Tell people to go to your class.
Yeah. So, I mean, and look, that's going to be phenomenal for you guys, especially if you're an instructor. Like I did that, for 8 years. I taught classes, so I know what it feels like to just hurt all the time and be sore all the time. And look, people, our participants don't realize that, but like our bodies are so overtrained, it's ridiculous. And it's actually really hard for us to get results when you're teaching so many classes, because your body is just trying to like not die at this point when you're teaching so many classes. So with this, even with this program, this is a phenomenal way, if you're an instructor, to still get your personal training in, your weight training in, and still give you the freedom to teach your classes. So again, thinking of all the different barriers and all the the issues out there, and saying, okay, I really want to make sure that we go after this. So this is going to help you guys as well. With the 4 days, you can move the days around. So if you're teaching on specific days, and the calendar, the LIIFT the calendar that's coming out, it's for, again, we're not going after you, we're going after the 80% of the population that aren't working out. So we give them a suggestion of Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are the days that you do the program. If that doesn't work for you, fine. That's like, don't freak out. Like, it's not, you don't have to, there's no this catching up mindset or, FOMO of work, not doing the workouts. Like this is seriously, and please hear me when I say this. LIIFT tailors around your life, not the other way around. You mold this program around your personal life. Whatever works for you, this will work, because it's only 4 days. Like you can move it's basically, put it this way, it's max 2.5 hours a week. Like, put that in perspective. That's it. So it really will, that's going to be very, very easy when it comes to that. And with all of that, even though it's only 2.5 hours a week, 2 to 2.5 hours a week, you get programming, you get results, you get in, you get out, you get done. It gives you everything you need just in that short amount of time. So there's a lot of stuff to it.
Can you talk to the opposite end of the fitness instructor extreme? Some of our clients are like, "Whoa, it's HIIT training. I don't want to do high intensity." How's the modifier in your program? And is this for everybody?
Well, there's so many common misconceptions, as we all know, in the fitness world. And one of them, when it comes to high intensity, people usually associate that with high impact.
High impact, right.
Which is not true. It doesn't always have to be high impact. We don't have to do tuck jumps and all those other moves that I hate to do because I don't want to work out that hard. So, Cam, Ellen, you know me, like I usually look for the easy way out, the way that's like super effective and get quick and get it done.
This program is so authentic to you.
It's so me. Like, I don't want to work out like all day, no, I want to have a beer.
Yes. And pizza, right? It's fine.
Or four. So yeah, that's what this is all about. So yes, but of course there's a modifier in every move because of course in some of the high, the HIIT moves there, if your feet, basically put it this way, if your feet leave the ground, there's a modification for it. But again, for those of you that don't know, I have to be cognizant of the things that I do as well because I have back issues from years ago. So I've gone through two herniated discs myself and a knee surgery years ago. So, and I tweak my back from time to time too. I have residual nerve damage in there. So I know what this feels like and how much it sucks and how unnecessary certain things are but you'll still get results. So, and this is one of the reasons why I was so excited about using just dumbbells because there's no spinal compression exercises in terms of, when you use a bar, you're putting the bar on your back. That's compressing your spine. That's giving you so many more opportunities to hurt yourself. And using dumbbells, and without getting really into it, but it's really coming down to the fact when you use dumbbells, you are not just, if you're doing a bicep curl, you are doing so much more than just working your bicep. Even though you were isolating, that's the main muscle. You were working your grip strength, you're working your core stabilization, you were working balance. I mean, there's so many other things and benefits to using dumbbells which is the reasons why I wanted to use dumbbells only. So this will really help with all of that. And in terms of people with injuries, this will help, minus the doctor clearance and all that stuff. But as long as you're smart, this is going to help you. And because this is how I train to make sure I don't hurt myself because I know what that feels like and it sucks. So I was very cognizant of all that.
Cool. One more question I think that people might have, if people don't have adjustable dumbbells, like what's a normal weight range that you're thinking for the average woman and then maybe like a male? Like how many dumbbells do we need in our house?
Well, to start, the way to think about it is light, medium, and heavy dumbbells to start. So, ladies, if you go for between the 5 to 15 range, 5 to 15, that's probably a good start, or 5 to 20 if you can. I promise you're going to progress way faster than you think you are. Just because, again, and this is fine because it's human nature to compare something that you haven't done to something that you already know, to compare the unknown to the known. So a lot of questions I'm getting, people like, well, I've always used 10s and they've always been plenty for me, so why should I go up more? It's like, well, again, you haven't done LIIFT and you haven't done this type of training, and I know what this type of training will do to your muscles. So you'll get stronger really quick, especially with the rest days in between too, because your muscles are getting full regeneration and recovery time. So just be ready to buy more. We just hit Mother's Day, birthday, anniversary. Anytime you get an excuse for a present, ask for more dumbbells, right? Yeah, there you go. Or just say, hey, I'm gonna go buy more dumbbells. Because
you're talking about it right now. Tell us women why we need to lift heavy.
You have to lift heavy because that's how you grow muscle. And back to the whole weird misconceptions or common misconceptions of fitness world, I still don't know, even after 15 plus years in the fitness world, where this whole notion of getting bulky came from. That like cupcakes make you bulky, not weights. Weights make you strong and sexy as hell. Like, it is amazing what muscles do for your body, for your bone strength, especially women. As you get older and you have to deal with osteoporosis, you're more susceptible to that than anybody in the men. And so lifting is really what you have to do. Now, when it comes to this whole bulky or manly muscle things or whatever, here's the easiest way to say it. You have women, ladies, all of you on here. I haven't seen any guys yet, so I think it's just me. Which I'm used to it, so it's fine.
Jake's on. Jake Shevitz.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, woohoo, guys. Guy power, two of us. And but ladies, you have the testosterone of a 5-year-old boy running through your veins. Okay, that's it. That's all you got. It's not going to happen. Like if you are going to think that you're getting bulky, or if someone tells you you're getting bulky or manly, then you got to tell them to shut up and read a book. Like, because it's just, you got to get past this, because you got to get out of this mental block, and that is such a mental block that is really preventing you from so many amazing opportunities to see amazing results in your own body and really change your body. And you know, this whole notion of, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to up my cardio. Muscles burn more calories than fat, period. That is just more. That is just, that's the book. That's the science 101 that tells you these things. So in terms of the more muscle we build in our bodies, the more efficient our bodies will get at burning calories. And, you know, people have problem areas wherever that is in your body. And, you know, having more muscle will help prevent those problem areas and help them shrink. So then when you do say, well, I can't eat this because it goes straight to this problem area, that excuse starts to go away as well. And we're talking a little bit longer than 8 weeks. This is more of a lifestyle, but this is what I'm hoping, is that people, when they do LIIFT4, this is going to become their new norm of 4 days at least of weightlifting, because then you start to see all of this amazing change in your body. It's body composition change, and you're going to see some amazing changes in just 8 weeks for sure. But it's phenomenal. So, you know, again, you have to stay away from what you think you already know and go down this new path, because if you want your body to change, you got to give it something new and different.
Yeah. So those fitness tracker people that just want to burn the calories on their watch and stuff probably aren't going to see it during the workout, but after the workout, they're just going to keep on burning and burning over time.
Absolutely. I mean, but look, you also have to remember that you're even when you're starting to burn, or when you're starting to build more muscle and you're burning calories, in some of these workouts, for instance, I actually burn more calories on certain days when I may not do as much HIIT than I would if I actually did the HIIT, because my muscles are working in overdrive. So the more muscle you have, the better caloric burn you're going to have, the more efficient your body is in processing calories. I mean, it's like, we don't have enough time to go over all those benefits, but there's a lot.
Totally. Talk about the nutrition. I'm curious.
Nutrition, super simple as well, just like everything else. The nutrition, when I was talking to everybody at Beachbody about this, we started, you know, going down all the different paths and possibilities. Look, let's make this sustainable and realistic. So the nutrition path is actually really, really easy. Basic calories in, calories out. So you're going to figure out your calorie plan. You start by just based on your weight. You do this simple weight calculation. And then it's balanced macros, 30 protein, 40 carbs, 30 healthy fats. That's it. That you don't need anything else. You know, again, we're just trying to get in better shape. It's not necessary to go super complicated every single day. I promise you, it's not. So again, we're going very, very simple. You know, this is Jen S in the chat. Yeah, this is how Brianna and I eat. We have our macros measured out. You know, we do a meal delivery service, but the macros are the same. Brianne's way better about tracking than I do. I don't care. I just trust the process of that I'm getting the food. But I've looked at it a couple of times. So yeah, we get 30 protein. 30% of our food is protein. 40% is our carbs, and 30% healthy fat. And if we're hungry, we add more protein. Like, protein is the building block for muscle growth and recovery and synthesis. So if you're ever hungry, you don't eat a carb, you eat a protein, because that's what's going to give your muscles so much more than carbs. Carbs only, you know, that's like the quick energy, but then it wears off really quickly. What we're doing is long lasting energy. So seriously, it's that simple.
Cool. Yeah. If you don't know, Joel's wife, Brianne, is like the walking billboard for LIIFT4 right now. Brianne Freeman. Check her out.
I mean, I like to think I am kind of too, but
no, it's your wife.
But I get it. Look, I get it. And this is why, I mean, I keep pushing her to post more and showcase, because like, she is, yeah, you're right. No, she is the walking proof that these types of workouts work. It's not complicated. It's not hard. You just have to be consistent with it.
Just because we're talking about nutrition, and I knew this would come up. So we have the program 2B Mindset out right now, and people are loving that. So can we incorporate both, or is it one of those things where
You can. I got like a 3-page thing from Beachbody explaining it, and it confused me. So I'm going to say it a very, very simplistic way. Because I've done some reading. I've looked at 2B Mindset. I haven't seen all of it yet. I haven't had a chance to like look at all the videos, but what I've seen, I love it because it's so simple. Like simple is, it speaks to me. And that's why I love it, what Ileana did. And I think it's going to really help people. It looks like it's already doing it, like really helping people's mindset. Hey, 2B Mindset with food. So with that, I'll make it very, very easy. Yes, you can use the principles that you learn, absolutely, but you need to make sure that your calories are on point and your macros. Your calories and your macros have to be on point for this program. And I'm going to tell you right now, with LIIFT, most of you who start this program, you're going to look at the brackets. You're going to start in A because that's the lowest bracket. And people are like, oh, lowest calorie bracket means the most weight loss. And I guarantee you within the first week, if not a couple days, you guys will be bumping up 1 or 2 plans, as you should. Everyone in the test group is pretty much bumped up 1, 2 minimum plans, ladies included, and the weight's just falling off right now because their bodies are just, the more fuel you give your body, the better it's going to work. The more good fuel you give your body. So yes, use 2B Mindset. Just make sure your calories and your macros are leveled out.
Cool.
Yeah.
So there's a new launch schedule going on within our network because of Bob. And it's kind of making this mildly confusing. So let's clear this up.
All right. So a couple updates, and I just did a post today. This earlier today. So you can always repost that. So let's see. Today's Tuesday, right? So Monday, the 4th, the free preview workout we're calling in the network, calling the FitFomercial. But the one free preview workout is launching on June 4th in front of the paywall. So you do not have to be a Bob member. You don't have to be a coach. You don't have to be anything. You just go beachbodyondemand.com and it will be there. So that's for anybody. If you have Bob or not or whatever, and that's going to live on front of the paywall, hopefully forever. And there's a great place to send people to see about this program. And it's about 30 minutes. It's a full taste of a little bit of everything in the program that I wrote specifically for this one workout. I do a little bit of coaching throughout it, but I'm also talking about all the benefits of why you should be doing the program. Like it's pretty interesting. I was able to get all into it in 30 minutes. But yeah, so it's a little.
So is that more total body?
It's a total body workout. It's a full body workout, yeah. But it's lift and hit. So don't get me wrong, it's a workout. But I talk about all the benefits of the program and Beachbody Performance and all these different things. So it's a lot of cool stuff. So that comes out Monday, the 4th. Then, which that same day it comes out, I'm going back to set and I'm going to film 4 new workouts. So we haven't filmed these suckers yet. We're going to film them on Monday the 4th. Those are going to come out on June. I keep saying July. June 11th, which is when everything goes on sale. So, and we had this because we had this meeting last week, and we decided, okay, cool, June 11th, but like it goes on sale June 11th, but then you have nothing really until July 16th. So we're like, let's do something here. So decided to come up with a before LIIFT, and they're about 20 minutes or less. And they're going to be little LIIFT Express workouts, but it's going to be, I'm going to do back and I'm going to actually tweak it a little bit. So it'll be a chest and back day. It'll be a leg day. You'll have a shoulders and arms day, and then a full body hit, no equipment, full body hit day. So you'll have 4 workouts. They're going to come out on the 11th. That the minute anybody buys a challenge pack or digital unlock, whatever, that is going to get loaded into their bot. So now you get something. Now you get something instantly. Ta-da! There you go. And then you'll have all that starting on the 11th. We go into July 16th, and then that's when everything else will launch. And I'll do the big Facebook group on Instagram. I'll run that one personally and really be on top of it. I'll post every day, and everybody can post underneath so we can keep it nice and OCD clean, and it'll be cool. So we're going to do that on the 16th, and then we're going to keep going through that. And then October 1st is when it goes all access. So, so for people who, there's been some bemoaning a little bit about this whole early VIP access thing, to which, look, I get it. in a lot of ways. I understand, and we're through, this is a brand new concept. So, you only see the full picture of it. One, this is an amazing tool to help your business. Think of it that way. That's the only reason this was done. It wasn't done to try to get more money. It's not a conspiracy to say, hey, we want more money. It's the fact of because I know what you guys go through as well. And these were great conversations I had with Carl, and Carl met with the Coach Advisory Board, and this is what came out of it, of giving you guys more opportunity to build your business and make more money. You don't get a lot of commission on Beachbody On Demand. I know that. So this is a great way to really go into it and do it this way, and then also create some amazing commitment with your teams, as opposed to just giving some. We all know if you get something for free, it's not as valuable as if you put a little bit of money into it. So that's why that we're doing it that way. But look, if somebody doesn't want to do it, it's the best analogy I was able to come up with in my head was if you don't want to go see Star Wars in the theater, then just wait till it comes out on cable. Like, that's it. It's that simple. Like, it's going to be loaded in everybody's Beachbody On Demand account on October 1st. If you don't want to pay money right now, then don't. Like, fine. Let's just move on. Done talking about it.
Right. So it's our job to make everybody want it when we started on July 16th.
Well, I mean, my hope is that, yes, that too. But my hope is that when everybody does the free preview, they're going to really see that this is a great program. And then look, if you're a Beachbody coach, there is no reason that you should not be all in this for your business. I mean, look, if you're in this for the business of it and help, obviously you're here to help people, but you're still trying to earn a living and money. This is silver platter stuff, guys. Like, here it is on a silver platter, like nothing else. I can't think of any of the better ways for you to grow your business, have amazing challenge groups, put them in the group with me. We'll all do it together on July, and then you just keep going. And the beauty of that too is we do one on July 16th. I'll do the big one, and then we do 8 weeks, and then we're going right into the fall, and then when they go back to school, and then we go into October 1st when it goes all access, and then you can do another group. So now you have a chance to do 2 groups with one program. I mean, if I had a silver platter, I would give it to you right here. Like,
Joel on a silver platter. Who needs anything else?
Well, so anyway, I saw, but there's a couple. I saw a couple of questions, Cam.
Yeah, for sure. I think we covered a lot. Let's go through the questions.
Yeah. What's that? Let's see, hold on. Let me check my calendar. I know I have another call, but I want to make sure.
Are you good?
Hold on. Stand by, please. 6:30. Yeah, I'm good. I'll stay on longer for you guys. Come on. Hello.
Oh, please.
If I didn't know, if it was somebody I didn't know, then I'd be like, oh, look at the time. I gotta go. No, I'm kidding.
So people are excited that there is a low impact modifier. And my friend and coach Liz here, she had a herniated disc too. So she's lost 86 pounds. Quarter force was a big changer for her.
Nice. Congrats.
Let's see. Oh, people love lift heavy.
Yeah, and the thing, with the modifier, so there's the modification, and there's also the what we're calling the bandifier as well. So using the resistance band option, again, the beauty of digital is you'll be able to. So the modifier is a little bit different than we had in Quarter Force because we had the split screen for Quarter Force with Jessica. This is the split screen option for LIIFT will be the bandifier option, which will be if you are traveling, if you don't have access to dumbbells, then you can use a resistance band, and we'll have that as a split screen option. So anytime you use the weights, you can use the resistance band option too. So again, going after all the barriers, I don't have weights. Well, here you go. All you need are 2 resistance bands, and 2 resistance bands, and you're still going to get great results on that too.
Yeah. Shut up. No excuses.
Seriously.
This is a tough question. I don't know if you can answer it. Should a diabetic still be at 40% carbs with the 30-40-30 if somebody has?
Yeah, that's a doctor question.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When I was just gonna say, when it comes to carbs, with that type of stuff, if you never mess with anything like that, especially if you're diabetic. But just remember that even if you have to have a certain level of carbs, you can still up your protein. Again, protein is that's the building block for muscle. So as long as you have the protein, then the rest of it, you're going to be good. And if you're eating a few more carbs, just means you're going to have more energy and you can go harder in the workouts, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I think you'll like Trisha's question. She says, what about someone who's trying to gain weight by building muscle because HIIT training revs metabolism and causes weight loss? Do you just up your calories, lift heavier? If you want to, gain mass?
Yeah, the easy answer to that is yes, just go up in plans. We actually have that option, and we actually talk about that in the nutrition plan. It just says like whatever plan you want. So say you're at B plan based on your weight. If you want to go up, then you go up 2 plans. So you'll go up and you'll add that additional 2 plan caloric count to it. I will say that, yes, I agree. HIIT training it revs up your metabolism and will cause weight loss, but with this type of combination of weightlifting and HIIT together, it's going to be a different type of weight loss. I mean, right now, some of the groups, some of the girls in the group and guys in both, we're going into week 6 right now of the little tiny coach test group. And one girl, she's lost a pound, but her inches are just disintegrating and her muscles are amazing. Like, again, you have to remember, we're changing your body composition. So, don't freak out too much about the scale. It's more about how your body's going to change. But yeah, easy answer is just to go up, increase your calories, and make sure your macros are in line still.
Good call on that. And then our friend Missy, who she's going to be 33 weeks pregnant and starting this, and she's going to rock it like a boss because she's been lifting and working out the whole time through this.
And for that, women, for so many other reasons, but that right there, you have my utmost respect because, I stub my toe and I cry. So that's amazing.
Brittany says, as someone who is post-rehab for a herniated disc and getting back to weightlifting, how do you get past not wanting to screw up your back by lifting heavier? That's a good Joel question.
Yeah, it's a great question. It's definitely a mindset. I know that mindset. And it's taken me years to get through it. So hopefully I can help push you past push you into the future a little bit with this program. By knowing that I've dealt with it, having 2 herniated discs, I've rehabbed them. I never had surgery, but I still have the nerve damage and I still deal with it. I still get injections every 3 to 4 months for the nerve damage. It sucks, but that's how I keep going with the nerve pain. But the muscles around, but what I've done, and this type of training has strengthened me so much that it keeps me away from, re-injuring myself or hurting myself. So, the answer to that is one, it's a mental thing for sure. But the other thing is just be smart and start where you need to. With this program, again, it is only 8 weeks, but you just keep going. Like, it's 4 days. So no matter what comes out from now on, I know what you guys are supposed to do as a Beachbody coach and do the programs, but you could always do this. You can do this program the rest of your life. You can do these workouts the rest of your life because it's weightlifting and it's only 4 of them per week. So is you just start to build that back up and start building that strength back up. And again, we're not doing any, there's zero compression, spinal compression exercises. We're not doing any sort of high impact exercises. We're not doing any complex weightlifting exercises, like a reverse curtsy lunge into a bicep curl or overhead press and something. We got rid of all of that. Just very, very basic. So this is going to be phenomenal to help build basic strength, stability, core conditioning, and help you hopefully with your confidence as well. Cool. And I have to tell myself all the time, just don't do stupid shit, because every time I do, I hurt myself. So so just don't do stupid stuff.
That's perfect. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to let you answer it because 80 Day Obsession came with bands and we want people to buy your accessory pack as well. So these bands are they different?
The bands in the LIIFT accessory pack?
Yes.
No.
They're not? I thought they had handles.
Well, they do have handles, but all resistance bands should. Like, you should never buy a resistance band without it.
No, dude. We were buying loops.
Oh, no. I said no loops. No loops, no.
So it's good. So let's clarify that. The bands with your program.
Loops, okay, so loops are those little things that go around and make you trip and fall. Resistance bands are longer that you can step on with handles. So you're
more tubular, like they're like tubes, right?
Yeah, resistance tubes, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so Big 5 or whatever. But yeah, like they're the challenge pack comes with 2 of them. It's kind of like a light medium and a medium heavy, and I promise you that's all you need for this. I promise you. And the nice thing and the cool thing about resistance bands is like, they are fun to use. I don't use them very often, but every time I do, they kick my ass because you have constant tension every single exercise. So it's a whole different feeling for sure.
Right. And Missy, you're correct. They're the ones that we use in P90X for like the modifier option. Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. So Charity says her son's a football player in middle school and is a little heavier and wants to start a program with her, which is awesome. Do you think this would be a good program for him? So football player in middle school.
Yeah, I absolutely do. Middle school, what age is that?
Well, so Kendall's 6. I don't know.
I don't know what I mean.
Come on, Ellen.
12.
12. Okay. So yeah, so anything before 14 is you want to be a little careful when it comes to weightlifting. This will be okay because it'd be basic weightlifting. Like I would be okay with a 12-year-old doing it. Not obviously having them go super heavy, but the resistance training will be great for them, and then the high intensity interval training will help them as well. So I think it'll be good, but just they don't need to go super heavy right now. Like they're still in that growth platelet. They're still growing, so we won't go too crazy on that.
Cool. There's just one more comment, and you should read it. It's from the bro. We had another bro on, Scott Phillips, who you know.
Scott, say, yeah, send Jericho. I know. All right, fine. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the support. Jeez, bros got together. Guess not.
Gosh, I'm so excited. So why isn't it coming out now? We have to.
I know. It's so close. It is so close. So seriously, we have 6 days until the preview comes out. You guys are gonna love the preview, I promise. Then here's the deal. 6 days the preview comes out. You're gonna spend your whole week getting people into the preview and telling people how excited it is and how awesome it is. Then bam, June 11th hits, and then you have 4 new workouts to get people into, and you're going to be spending so much time into that. And then we have Summit. Which reminds me, as we go on the last point before I go on. So there is I got to push the cat off the window. Get down, go. Sorry. Bengal cat, Ellen. Seriously, they're everywhere. It's like he's scaling the blinds. What heck?
No, he's in a tree. He's
out of the tree now. So June 11th through June 19th is leading up till Summit. There is a top sellers contest that corporate's doing. And that basically just means we're going to pick 6 winners in the US and Canada and 3 from the UK. And you are going to go to, if you have to go to a Summit, obviously, and it's based on personal volume. So based on sales, the top sellers, we're going to all hang out and we're going to go shopping at the core together. Just the 9 of us. I guess that's 10 of us technically. A little private shopping spree with me at the core. If you're interested in that sort of thing. So that's the top sellers contest. So that'll be pretty cool. But look, everything goes on sale the 11th. You're going to be, working up until Summit. Hopefully see everybody at Summit. And then you come out of Summit, you're all amped up, you're catching up on stuff and getting ready for the actual launch and pushing people into your groups. The next thing you know, it's going to be the 16th. We know how fast time goes. So there's like no more waiting around anymore. Like we are 6 days away. Like once the free workout comes on, man, it is all systems go. You guys are going crazy. Are you serious right now? Come here. Hold on a second. Yeah.
You're good. From a coaching perspective and to the teams, I think it's brilliant that you're doing before Lift 4 because that gives us something to do. Yeah. We're gonna sell your program, but then we also have something to deliver the person that just bought it, which is amazing. And I think that just kind of like filled the void there.
Yeah.
Can I jump on before Joel hops off? Thank you for having us, Cam, and thank you, Joel. Are you drinking Energize?
No, it's hydrate. It's hydrate. From my workout earlier, I just didn't finish it.
I wanted to just say that I am super excited because I think that, I know Joel, and I know he's kind of, he's like a man's man. And I really think this is something that we've missed in our arsenal, in our toolbox, is like a man's man. And the comment that came in about the loops, I was thinking there were so many like men in my life that weren't interested at all in doing 80-day obsession because the loops are kind of, they're feminine. They seem like a feminine thing. And so we have a lot of guys on my team that were just like, I'm not doing 80-day obsession because there's loops. I'm out. There's loops. And I think that also Joel has something different to offer too, that because of his Group X and the depth and breadth of his experience and all the teaching and all the things he's done in front of a camera and in front of masses of people, he has that magic energy to a camera So I think we have something we've never had before that's basic and elemental that we need, that men need too. And of course, I'm super passionate about women lifting too, like we already talked about. And so from a business standpoint, I think some of the selling points are that it's 4 days. And I don't know, just even personally for me, like trying to do a 6-7 day a week program from BOD is so hard. And so when I only do 4, I feel like a failure. And with this, I just feel like the psychological impact is that participants that are doing this are going to feel successful because it is attainable. 4 days a week is attainable. And then also, I think talking to women about one of the things I'd say in my classes, and we already talked about it on this call tonight, but saying muscle is metabolism. The more muscle you have, the faster your metabolic rate, the more fat you burn while you're asleep at night. Muscle is metabolism. So we can really sell it to women. Women need this so bad. We already beat that like a dead horse tonight. But then also like we finally have a manly men's program. So I just think that's totally been missing. Yes, Dana. So sorry, I was reading the chat. So I'm just so excited. I feel like this is something basic and elemental that was missing in our toolbox, and now we get it. So really good for business.
Let's have a party.
I feel like I have to make my voice deeper now because you said man's man. Thank you for that. And yeah, like, so I gotta jump off here pretty quick, but so one of the things you remind me too is like, so like, this is the thing, is like, it's such a simple program and it's so easy for me to talk about because I've been living it my entire life. Like I've been leading up to this and I know there's so many still questions that everybody has, and there's so many unknown. I promise you that when you start doing it, you're going to see it. And the free preview workout on Monday is going to answer a lot of your questions, just in terms of what's the pace like? How's it filmed? We fought, and I say we as in like my director, my producer, and creative team, who, and a lot of you know who Ilanita is, and she helped me, she was like my contact at Beachbody, and we fought really hard on some things. I say choose my battles in the business world, and one of the things that we fought so hard on is to film this in a way that's never been filmed before. And I wanted the outcome to feel like whoever's watching this, that I'm right there in your room being your personal trainer. This is not a workout video. These are personal training videos where I am taking you through these workouts and teaching you how to lift and how to work out. So we filmed it completely different. Like I'm not in the front doing the workout. It's the first time that we've ever done it. Really, like every single workout is that way. I am all over the place. We all of our cameras were moving. We had the jib fly. Like it was amazing. Like there was just a controlled chaos when we filmed. But so far everyone that has done the workouts said that they feel like, without me saying anything, they feel like they said that they feel like I'm right there with them. And that was huge to me. I loved hearing that. So, it's going to be cool. It's going to be exciting. This is, again, realistic, sustainable, not just 8 weeks, but we're hashtagging it LIIFT for life right now. Like this is because everyone needs to be doing this. And hopefully everybody will.
So awesome. Thank you for your time. You are so busy. And I know you have like 82,050,000 calls. But thank you.
Just one more tonight, but like this week is kind of chill. Kept it chill, actually, because I have Xander the rest of the week staying with me. My little brother, his mom went out of town on business, so like this is the first. It's a big deal. Like I'm a parent for the next 3 days. Like God help this child. So
amazing.
Yeah. So he's staying with me the next few nights. So I'm only doing a couple calls, but then next week, I'm starting up. I'm doing like 4 to 6 calls a night, like back to back. Like we're just like because everybody's got to know about this, man.
For sure. We're super excited. This is totally our jam. We're going to help you out. We'll all be in your test group on July 16th. We will see you at Summit.
Hey, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
All right. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in a couple weeks.
We love you too. Bye.